Okay, I'm going to walk you through a jaunt that I had the other day. And what I did is I started in the Fulton Oswego Airport. This is the Finger Lakes region of Lake Ontario. And this graph at the bottom, the green line shows my altitude, and the yellow line shows my ground speed in miles per hour. And so what I was intending to do was to fly up the Thousand Islands, go up near the Watertown Airport and fly around the region and whatnot. But there was some pretty heavy duty looking clouds, and they're coming down. And they were forcing me down to a lower altitude than I wanted to be. So this shows me going north, and then I turn around and decide, better safe than sorry. I head this way, and I was getting tired of flying directly into the sun. What happened there? I'll do that again. Flying up there, and I decided to head over towards Little Sodus Bay, and I just checked things out. It was a nice day. Then I head over this way, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was checking my wind. I was expecting the wind to tail off towards the end of the day, but it was still higher than were within my parameters at this point. I was counting on it just getting calmer, but it wasn't. So I decided to just keep going. There was also some traffic in this area. So there was an airplane I just missed right there. I was just getting out of his way. And so then I just decided, I'll head down to Skinny Atlas. I want to go around Whitford Field because they do parachuting there sometimes. And then I could fly directly over the Skinny Atlas airfield, so I'm not running into anybody there. So I'm actually above anybody, any approaching or departing traffic at this point. So I think I was about, if I back it up a little bit, as I crossed the field, I was at 3,400 feet. If somebody's taking off, obviously they're going to be climbing it out, 500, then 1,000, then 1,500 feet. So I'm well above them. And if they're coming in for a landing, the pattern altitude there is, I don't know, probably 1,500 feet. And so, I'm 1,500 feet above them. So, there's no issues there. So I went directly over it just so, because if I fly right over top of it, I'm pretty much guaranteed not to run into any traffic. So then I head down. I figured I'd buzz my buddy Bill's camp, and I slowed down and come across the lake and was pointing right in his window. I thought they were on the front porch, and I head up this way, and there's a little part of Cross Lake I wanted to check out. I was checking out the what kind of camps are on this little arm that's, I think it's part of the canal. So I hadn't seen that before, so I was checking that out. And then there's another airplane, so I kind of jetted out of his way. And at this point, I'm listening to the traffic, and there's I think there's 3 or 4 airplanes looking to land, and one guy was bitching that a biplane had cut in front of him. You don't have to have a radio at this airport, and that biplanes, sometimes it's hard for them to hear the radio. So apparently the guy cut in front of him on approach, and he was bitching about that. So I thought, I'll just cut out this way and kill a little time and wait for those airplanes to get out of the way. And then I ran into another airplane, and so I dove down and see if I can find where I was when I did that. It'd probably be this peak right here. Yeah, I saw an airplane here, right about here, because I dove down a little bit, about 1,000 feet to get out of his way because we were at the same altitude, which got me up to 150 miles an hour at that point. And then I carried on. and waited until people got out of the way, and then I came in, and at this point I couldn't see anything, but there's no traffic, so everybody was gone by then. But I'm going right into the sun, so I could barely could see that the airport was there, let alone any other airplanes. And but if you come into the pattern at the right place, you should be good. And then I come around and I land with the sun behind me, so I could see pretty well once I made that turn. And it was uneventful after that.